Well, hi, good morning, all my friends. Had a interesting weekend. I hope your weekend was uneventful as far as any problems go. I hope you had a good weekend. Um, I did was able to get out a little bit um, and uh, did a walkabout sort of video of the Thomas Fire benefit concert with Olivia Newton-John and Kevin Costner and Big Daddy Voodoo something or other. Um, um, but I wasn't able to go to the concert. Plus, I was not too sure I wanted to be around a lot of people right now with the flu and everything going around. So, excuse me. So anyway, I didn't actually go, but yeah. So, that was nice to get out a little bit. And today I'm going to try to go to work, and hopefully I'll be okay. And take it day by day. We are in the book of Revelation, chapter 13. If you have any questions about what's being read, or you want to know or wonder about certain things, let me know. Again, as you guys who have been listening to me know, that along with my biblical learning, I'm open to finding out about more deeper truths and exegesis, if you will. Any word meanings from the Arabic or Hebrew or Aramaic or Greek. I always want to know about those meanings and what was the original word used and stuff like that. Like instead of homosexual, it should be eunuch, just for an example. Or Rabbi Saras or Saras, or that kind of thing. In the book of Revelation, it's so symbolic and allegoric that it's a book that's still debated today as to what it really, what are the meanings of certain things, like what's the meanings of the trumpets, what's the meaning of the woman clothed with the sun, and the dragon, and who's the dragon, and so forth, and all of these things. Okay, so what are the four horsemen, that kind of thing. All right, let's get into it, shall we? Chapter 13. Do pray before you hear God's word. Okay, so I stood upon the sand of the sea, and I saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns. Upon his horns 10 crowns, upon his heads the names of blasphemy. And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard, and his feet were as the feet of a bear, and his mouth as the mouth of a lion. And the dragon gave him power, and his seat, and great authority. And I saw one of his heads as if it were wounded to death. And his deadly wound was healed, and all the world wondered after the beast. And they worshipped the dragon, which they gave power unto the beast. And they worshipped the beast, saying, Who is like unto the beast? Who is able to make war with him? And was given him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies, and power was given unto him to continue 42 months. And he opened his mouth in blasphemy against God, to blaspheme his name and his tabernacle and them that dwelt in heaven. And it was given unto him to make war with the saints, and to overcome them, and power was given him over the kindreds and tongues and nations. And all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him. Those names are not written in the book of life of the Lamb, slain from the foundation of the world. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. And I beheld another beast coming up and out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spoke as a dragon. And he exercised all the power of the first beast before him, and caused the earth and them which dwelt therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. And he doeth great and wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from the heaven and on the earth in the sight of men, and deceiveth them that dwelleth on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had the power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwelt on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword and did live. And he had the power to give life in the image of the beast, and the image of the beast should have both spoke and caused as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And he causes all, both great and small, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of man, and his number is 666. Now, a lot of times people will say that this has to do with the Roman Catholic Church, that, Pope is the Antichrist. And if you are to read it literally, excuse me, then that might fit. Some scholars have speculated that that's what it's about. Chapter 17, as we get into it, might bear that out a little bit more. But I think that there's a deeper meaning, deeper things that have happened. And again, I'm referring back to Swedenborg, because in 1700s, the angels had told him, and God also, that the revelation had happened. It already had been taken care of then. And he was witness to it. He was an eyewitness to it. So I think Swedenborg has so much wonderful writing in so many journals and so much information that the Christian church hasn't caught up, All right, so chapter 14, and I looked, and behold, the Lamb that stood on the Mount Zion, and with him 144,000, having his Father's name written in their foreheads. And I heard a voice from the heavens, and the voice of many waters, as the voice of great thunder. I heard the voice of the harpers, harping with their harps. They sung as if it were a new song, before the throne, and before the 4 beasts and the elders, and no man could learn the song but the 144,000, which were redeemed from the earth. These are they which were not defiled with women, for they were virgins. These are they which follow the Lamb, wheresoever he goeth. They were redeemed from among men, being the first fruits unto God and to the Lamb. And in their mouth was found no guile, for they are without fault before the throne of God. And I saw another angel fly in the midst of heaven, having an everlasting gospel, to preach unto them that dwell on the earth, and to every nation and kindred and tongue and people, saying with a loud voice, Fear God, give glory to him, for the hour of judgment is come. Worship him that made heaven and earth and the sea and the fountains of waters. And there followed another angel, saying, Babylon is fallen, the great city, because she made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. Babylon also being referred to as Rome. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, If any man worship the beast and his image, and receive the mark of his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink the wine of the wrath of God, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. And the smoke of their torment ascended up from forever and ever, and they had no rest day or night, who worship the beast and his image, whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. Here is the patience of the saints. They are they that keep the commandments of God, faith of Jesus. And I heard a voice from heaven saying unto me, Write, blessed are the dead which die in the Lord from henceforth, yea, with the Spirit, that they may rest from the labors, and their works do follow them. And I looked, and behold, a white cloud, and upon the cloud ones that sat like the Son of Man, having his head a golden crown, and his hand a sharp sickle. And another angel came out of the temple, crying with a loud voice to him that sat on the cloud, Thrust thy sickle and reap, for the time is come for thee to reap. The harvest of the earth is ripe. And he that sat upon the cloud thrust the sickle on the earth, and the earth was reaped. And another angel came out of the temple which is in the heavens. That could also refer to the rapture. Anyway, okay. Another angel came out of the temple which is in heaven, he also having a sharp sickle. Another angel out of the altar, which had the power over fire, cried with a loud cry to him that had the sharp sickle, saying, Thrust thy sharp sickle and gather the clusters of the vine of the earth, and her grapes are fully ripe. And the angel thrust the sickle into the earth and gathered the vine of the earth, cast it into the great winepress of the wrath of God. And the winepress was trodden without the city, and blood came out of the winepress, even up to the horse bridle, by the space of 1,600 furlongs. Okay, I'm going to stop there. Chapter 15. Two harvests, okay, is what we were talking about there. Good harvest, bad harvest kind of a thing. Anyway, just so interesting, and I wish I had time to really get into it with you, but we can do it in the comment section if you'd like. You can just leave, comments there, and other people can answer what they think things are, and put in there what you guys might think of what are the harvests. Are we talking about the Roman Catholic Church as being the beast? Do you think that this has already happened before? And do you think it's going to happen again? Are you a futuristic, person? Okay, well, I hope we have a good week. I'm hoping to get my car back sometime this week. Hoping that I don't go over because I'm limited on insurance and that kind of thing. But so, praise God for all the things that I've been going through. I just did a song from Hillsong, I'm a Friend of God, and was asked to do that because of the fact that I was on Facebook and there was a discussion going on about, are you a friend of God? Are you, does Jesus really love you? Does he like you? That kind of discussion. So to add to the discussion, my friend RC asked me to do the song, so I did it really quickly. I never did it before, so I was learning on the fly, so to speak. So anyway, it's just kind of a fun little song to do, and I was happy to be able to add to their discussion. All right, I love you guys. Take care, and we'll continue on with Revelation. All right, thanks. Bye.